most exciting stall at the Auto Expo has to be the Tata Motors Pavilion, and that's because, well, they are stirring our imaginations, and in the best way possible, with some exciting new cars. Well, starts off with this concept, the Sierra. The Sierra, man, it's back. Or is it? And to find out, the best person available for that job is Mr. Bose. So, tell me.
Great to see you and great to hear you. You've got one of the best voices on TV.
So,
for sure.
Thank you very much. So, what should I call this a sibling to the Nexon?
Well, I think it's got a place of its own.
Yeah.
Of course, all the cars are siblings, but I think Sierra is very special. You know, and how the Nexon, I think and hope, will become iconic. Sierra is already an icon, you know, and so therefore, you know, it's got a place in the collective cultural memory of India. It's got a very, very special place.
Why did you decide to bring it back now, at this point?
Couple of things. 75th year of Tata Motors.
Yes.
We have 3 iconic SUV nameplates, Sisusa, Sierra, Sumo, Safari. Now the Sierra has been absent as a product for the longest in these 3, but has never left people's hearts and minds, never. You know, Karthik, you know, you're all in the media. I don't think a day has passed where someone has not made a comment that bring back the Sierra.
Not too long back, we were the ones asking him, and all he did was, "You think so?" And then we get this. So do not believe a word he says, no matter what he's saying now.
Yeah, you know, so it's this legendary nameplate which we wanted to therefore make a dedication to the original team that would have thought, engineered, designed it. And I'm not, you know, I'm not sure, but even I think Mr. Tata had an input in the original car. And you know, when you think of what the Indian automotive scene was in 90 and 91, when this car landed, I say landed because it came from outer space, it had such an impact on us, you know, our generation.
Grabbed my imagination.
On our
No
generation.
two ways.
So we wanted to do something with that nameplate, coinciding with the 75 years, but a new Sierra for a new era. You know, that's how I describe it. Because the times are different.
And you have stretched the idea of the Sierra even further, I would say, with the sliding, not sliding, but flip out.
That's right.
Flip out doors.
That's right. And, you know, and we're showing it as sort of almost defies SUV logic. We're showing it as a electric.
Right.
You know, because that's what the original team, I'm sure, would have done today. You know, they would have,
an electric
for the
Sierra.
future, they would have done an electric Sierra, for sure. You know, and that's why we made that choice.
But in terms of dimensions, you've not. It seems smaller than the. It's a lot smaller.
It's a lot smaller.
Yeah.
Again, for the new era, for the new age. You know, I think it's important to be responsible in many ways. You know, responsibility towards the environment, towards congestion. You know, but this is a nice sweet spot sort of size. You know, 4.3, 4.25 meters.
Okay.
This is the largest stretch, by the way, of the Alpha architecture. You know, HBX is the smallest compression on the other side. How small you can go and how big you can go.
We are going to go to the HBX, but first I want to know the interior as well.
The very, very important thing is there's an arms race for screen size inside cars.
Correct.
You know, they're becoming so big, it's dominating everything. In fact, they're spilling over even outside the car.
It's like somebody said to me recently, "Oh, this infotainment system has a car as well."
Yeah,
it's,
you know, exactly. You know, you buy an infotainment system, you get a car free with it. We wanted to go the other way. We feel that the time for digital detox is here. You know, where
is that why we are getting plants on the inside?
Yeah, you know, just to bring some outside in. Well, and that's moss.
Oh, that's moss.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Which is super cool. So, you know, we've just put a slot on the IP. You bring your own device, connects with the car, and that's it. You know, so that's just an iPad with an app
that can connect to the car.
Which connects to the car and becomes your cluster, becomes your infotainment. Someone else can come.
Right.
You know, the co-passenger can come and put his.
Nice.
You know, so the digital interaction is what you want it to be. You know, this is very interesting because not too long back we were discussing this. If the car is an extension of your, you know, your life, and your life is your device. Mobile phone, yeah.
This is
or an iPad. You know,
yeah.
What's happening today is that you've got that, then you got this, which comes with a massive screen. There's a bit of learning time. How do I operate? All your music and everything's in your phone anyway.
Is this actually pine wood?
This is actually recycled. It's recycled plywood.
Wow, that looks beautiful.
And if you know, when the interior designers did this, if you see the shapes, they look like dunes.
Yeah.
You know, so it reminds people of dunes. So that's how beautiful. And so we let the wood do the talking. Yeah. Really, you know, you can't design the lines on the wood. It's just
exactly.
natural.
And you had to shape it that way.
We've shaped it, and the lines have therefore it's like contours. You know, we wanted to say that the Sierra can take you anywhere. So this is like a contour.
So when do we see the next iteration of it?
Look, Karthik, this is not even a program.
You said standards very high. I'm sorry.
This is not even a production program in the company. You know.
Don't believe him.
No, please believe this. And we wanted to do this as a little you know, toe in the water to see is there even a memory of a product like this. And you know, since we've unveiled
hit like, hit subscribe, comment, say Pratap, we want it. That should sort it out.
Since we unveiled it, you know, it's gone viral. In fact, yesterday when Gunter even just announced the name, people went crazy. So yes, people want this car. I would love to do it, and I'm gonna, you know, I've said this with every bone in my body. I'm gonna try and push this into a production program.
Awesome. But what's with the light? That's my.
Yeah. Again, the light is a little. You said, you know, you bring your home to the car. You know, it's a seamless experience. The light is, you know, when you've parked up in a beautiful place, wherever this car takes you, you sit there, put on the light, read a book.
Okay.
You know, it's this little beacon inside the car. And we want people to connect with each other, not through a, you know.
I like that idea on the whole. But one idea that I'm going to jump to now is what was the H2X, which has become the HBX.
Yes, yeah.
Why did it go from 2 to B?
Yeah, so H2X was, you know, we showed H5X before we did the Harrier.
Correct.
So these are just some show car code names that we have. HBX, I don't know why, but the whole world was calling this car the Hornbill.
Right.
I don't know, I have no idea where the name came from. So we said, okay, the whole world is calling it Hornbill, then we'll call it HBX.
Okay. Yeah, we wonder where the name came from.
That's as sophisticated as that.
Okay, so it's looking to me pretty much like the show car you showed at Geneva, just with road car bits on it. Like the lamps are in place.
Yes.
The tail lamps are fleshed out now as...
All real, all real.
So that was, you had said that was 80%, 85%?
Yeah, this is 95, 97%. The 3% are the wheels, which you can, by the way, you can always get as an accessory anyway.
Can you make that standard, the fog lamps?
That's illegal. I think it'll be illegal. There is lots of regulation against it.
Okay. Roof rack?
Roof rack accessory, easy, easy.
I think that should be there.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you know, so apart from that, if you look at the rest,
I'm pushing him. I'm forcing him to commit to things.
No, we'll accessorize it for sure. I mean, this car is prime candidate for personalization. I mean, you know, that's why we split the roof literally in the geometry of the car. You know, so you don't have to do any masking and all of that. It's literally built into the design now. Everything's in sheet metal already. So that
is this all final?
This is it. This is from production data. If you look at the door, so to show you a difference, a show car door would be like this. You know, would be literally to the edge, and a real car is a real door.
Yeah.
So this should give you guys a hint of how far on we are in the production program already.
And you've got some cool details. Are those standard?
Yeah, those are the other 3%.
But adds a little splash of excitement.
But everything else is the car, you know. So, you know, believe it or not,
to me, in the flesh, it's sizing up a little bit better than I remember from Geneva.
You're right.
The width, especially, I think I thought it was a bit narrow. Yeah. This is okay. One thing, you've got rhinos on this.
Yes,
but it's the 2-horn rhino.
Okay. Is that a problem?
The Indian rhino is a single horn rhino.
Ah, good one. Good. Thank you for that input. We will change it.
I also just looked it up thinking like, is the Indian? No, it's the single horn rhino. So yeah, this is looking pretty cool. And when do we get to...
You will have it this year.
Diwali.
I mean, we will make a bang. This will be a pataka, but I can't tell you when.
Cool.
You know, we've also, of course, our signature tri-arrow really makes its appearance on a car. You know, on the outside and in. You know, these are all little touches that we own now. You know, so
how much does this end up sharing with like the Altros? Because the infotainment screen, the steering wheel,
infotainment, lots of bits and bobs under the. You know, that's what architecture actually gives you.
Right.
You know, when we say architecture, that's actually what it means.
But it's just setting context in the sense of it being a smaller vehicle, and smaller would often also mean that it's kind of pared down. But I'm seeing the bits that came in from the Altros into the Nexon, EV, and now into this.
You know, just because the size is smaller, people's ambition and aspiration doesn't become smaller. You know, they buy a certain size for a certain use case. You know, city or whatever it is. But why should they get less? You know. So and nowadays we've started with the Altros. We've done these add-on packs. So you can buy a base version, but still get an infotainment pack.
The packs were great.
It's great. It's a brilliant way to have the car for you, the variant that you want. You know, because some people may not want leather seats or God knows what else.
Correct.
May just want the infotainment. You can buy the entry variant and then add that on.
How much ride height has been added by the wheels?
This is the overall height of the car.
Yeah.
Because look, why the Rhino? I didn't want this car to be a hatchback, which went to the gym and then came back with a couple of muscles. A little baby Rhino is born tough, you know. So this is.
So it's the baby bar.
Yeah, it's born tough. So all the sculpting, all the stance is not of a hatchback. It's of an SUV, you know. So.
And is that a pop-up vent? I mean,
yeah, that's in this form.
Yeah. And the straps on the dash?
Yeah, that's also part of the 3%.
So we're getting a reality check in that sense, but okay, not much. I would
little
say.
Things.
Yeah,
little things.
I think overall stance is really cool, no doubt about it.
You know, I think it'll be very dramatic on the road, roads in India. You know,
is there a reason why you're not going to LEDs in terms of the headlamps?
We can, but this car will of course, come at a sub Nexon price point.
Right.
There's no reason why we can't do it. Through the life of the car, I'm sure we can do that. We've already got the DRL, for example, in a car this size, which is not a bulb. You know, it's a proper light guide.
And we had spoken about a panoramic sunroof in Geneva.
Yeah.
So is that still a possibility on this? Because you've got different kinds of sunroofs now on the Harrier, etc. So. Is that still a solution that you're thinking of for this?
Yes, I think
the fixed glass roof.
I think not to have a sunroof option is probably not acceptable anymore. Yeah. You know, like I said, I personally don't understand it, but I think having done it now in the Harrier, when you open the roof, the light you get inside and the sense of space is truly remarkable.
So the fixed glass solution is not something that you're looking at now?
No, not at the moment.
Okay, all right.
We will do a sunroof,
Okay, awesome. All right, Pratap,
thank you.
Anything else that you would like to tell us about your baby Rhino? Anything that I may have missed out on? But
no, like I said, it's a car bristling with a lot of nice touches, nice details. The surfacing is very, very strong. You can see it almost looks like it's carved out of a block of steel, and that's really what we wanted to achieve.
Would you like to see this in the European market as well?
Look, I would like to see it anywhere in the world, because these are totally globally compliant, as you know, the architecture is. We are now, BS6, Euro 6. There's no reason why we can't do it, but of course, that business is a different approach.
I think it will look cool anyway. Anyways, thank you so much, Pratap.
Thank you
for letting us know a little bit more. We're looking forward to that now.
Absolutely. You won't have to wait too long, I think. Yeah. Awesome. We've got our fireworks lined up, so.
Sierra chahiye.
Write to me, write to the company.